Wigs 101, let's talk about proper maintenance and care of wigs. I'm going to start off by saying this, and this might be a little controversial, but the wig is not going to last if it's not properly constructed. So what are some of the things that you can do to take care of a wig, to keep a wig lasting long, and to keep it looking beautiful? I think that there's a couple of essential buckets that I'm going to group these into. And the first is kind of just how you care for the wig in terms of applying heat to it and washing it. I don't wash my wigs that frequently. I have about 6 human hair wigs, and I wash probably once a month, maybe once every 2 months, just depending on how often I wear the wig. I'm able to extend the life of my wig in between washes a couple of different ways. I will DIE on this Hill. This is the best silk spray to really keep your wigs soft and shiny in between washes. I got it from Amazon. It's in my profile under wig products. It's not expensive at all. And as you can see, it lasts a while and a little bit goes a long way. So the way that I use this is I will just do a couple of sprays closer to the roots and where it might tangle at all. And then take a brush, and you should get like a wig brush, basically something that has bristles that are spaced out. And you want to start from the bottom and gently brush upwards with your wig. This is going to help with pulling any of the hair out of the very delicate lace. And the spray is just going to smooth out the hair and keep it from tangling, and also leave it soft and shiny. Go slow and go gentle. That's what she said. Number 2 is be careful with the hot tools that you are using on your wig. I have used heat on this once, maybe twice since I've gotten it. You have to be careful with the amount of heat that you're using on a wig, and also use heat protecting spray before you use any sort of hot tool like a hot comb or a curling iron or a straightener on your wigs. Number 3 is how you store your wigs. So I put my most prized wig on a stand like this on a shelf in my closet. So right now this holds my Hobby Russell wig. It always goes in the stand. It helps to keep the shape. For my other wigs, I'll show you how I store them. So I'm kind of limited with space in my closet, and then also my closet has pocket doors. So I don't have anything to hook these on, so I literally have them hooked on to like a shelf separator. But this is another great way to store wigs and how I store my human hair wigs. And you can also get these on Amazon. They're under my wig products, again, in my bio. And so they can basically just hook into each other. Hang on, I'll take them off here. So if you look at the back, you take the top of the hanger and it literally just slides into each other. I actually need to get a couple more, but you can do multiple layers. And so this is nice if you have something to hang from. And this is how I store majority of my wigs, just to save myself space and because I don't have a ton of room in my closet. Let's talk about washing a wig. I have multiple videos under Wigs 101 on how I wash my wigs, but the 3 key ingredients that I like is the Redken All Soft shampoo. You can see I've used a ton of this. And then this bamboo silicone mask. This works so good for all of my human hair wigs. I believe you can use it on synthetic wigs as well. I'm pretty sure that's how I originally found out about it. But this stuff, as you can see, I've used a ton of. And so from like the mid ends down, once I shampoo, I'll give it a good condition. And then I throw it in a Ziploc bag and I let it marinate for a couple of hours. That way the bamboo mix has the ability to penetrate the hairs. This keeps my human hair wigs nice and soft, and just makes it easier also like when you're brushing them and restyling them and not making it as fluffy. I stand by what I say though. We all want a low density wig, but low density wigs come with a cost. If you think about low density, wigs look realistic because there's not a ton of hair on top, which helps keep it from having some of the floofiness. But to me, there has to be a middle point with low density wigs. If they are too low dense, you have no hair to lose. And that's what happened with mine, is I have no hair to lose on the top. It's so thin anyways. And so as soon as I would have any sort of hair shed at all, I'd start getting the bald spots in the part line. That's why I love this Hobby Russell wig honestly so much, because I think she was able to accomplish the low density on top, but not too low density to where I'm balding. I still have room to lose hair, but it's still enough like beautiful hair that I feel like I got my money's worth and I have some hair to lose. I think the biggest tip with wigs is try to be gentle. If someone tries to tell you that you can't work out in a wig and you can't use lace melting spray on the front of the wig to maybe make the lace a little bit more invisible, I think that's absolute bullshit. Women have been doing this for decades on their wigs and they have been a-okay. That's someone trying to get out of upholding their warranty and upholding their standards of the wigs that they make. But I will say the more delicate you treat a wig, the more it's gonna last you in the longer term. So just keep that in mind as you're handling your wig, as you're touching your wig, as you're thinking about like how you want your wig to be on a day-to-day basis. But utilizing industry standard application methods and practices aren't gonna make your wig fall apart, especially if it's from a good wig maker.